warning. This podcast may contain spoilers from whatever TV show or movie is mentioned. Please listen at your own discretion. Welcome to Viewers Anonymous.
What's going on? I am Scoots Bronson.
And I am S. Foster, and welcome to Viewers Anonymous, man. How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good, feeling great. 3-day weekend, you know what I'm saying? It's been a long, tough week. It's been hot, humid, you know what I'm saying? Now we getting rain. I'm ready for this weekend to come, man. I'm about to barbecue, you know what I'm saying? I got some chicken sitting in the refrigerator waiting for tomorrow. I found the BW3's sauce, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to go ahead and whip that thing up. About to be a beautiful, beautiful weekend, brother. How about you?
Hey, I feel you. Well, first things first, you know what I'm saying? It's great to see you back in the studio because hey, this is going to be one of them ones, man. It's going to be one of them ones. But, man, I'm excited too, man. 3-day weekend for me, myself. Well, as well, you know what I'm saying? Got some plans, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna throw it on the grill Sunday though, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna do that on Sunday.
Okay.
But man, I'm gonna tell you, man, like not only am I excited for those other things, but man, like, dude, I'm pumped, man, because I've been listening to that new X. You know what I'm saying today.
Man, you like it?
Man, I done ran through it twice. And let me tell you what it reminds me of, man. It reminds me of you remember when the Biggie duets came out?
Yeah.
Now, granted, I know they just took old rhymes, chopped them,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Added new verses and shit.
Yeah. And like, I mean, it's all new verses from X, but like the whole album is features. You know what I'm saying? So it gave me that feel of that Biggie duets, and it also gave me that Biggie feel because, you know, now X is gone. You know what I'm saying? So, but man, like it was some great features. It was some really good songs on there, man. You know, he did the you know, not only did he give you the old guys, like, you know, the first songs got the locks on it, the whole locks. The second one got Jay-Z and Nas, so we got another Jay-Z and Nas.
That song crazy.
Yeah. And the Griselda joint was pretty good.
That song crazy too.
That's crazy, but I'm gonna tell you my favorite. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you my favorite one though. This might throw you off.
Lil Baby.
No, I liked that one.
Okay. But no.
Surprisingly, the joint with Bono, that Skyscrapers.
Oh yeah. Hey,
that shit, fire, boy, fire.
I heard a few of them. I ain't hear the whole thing yet. I just found out it came out. So I was just listening to a couple tracks at work, and then I was switching in between that and you know what I'm saying, listening to the Friday pods or whatever. But man, let me tell you something, man. To hear, you know what I'm saying, to hear the work that X did after everything that he went through, and then, you know what I'm saying, to hear him actually back doing music and, you know what I'm saying, giving us that, I ain't gonna say that old X because he ain't really never changed, but, you know what I'm saying, just bringing back that feel of that gritty East Coast music, and then on top of that, him being able to transition and still rap with the younger crowd, and you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, even coming in with, you know what I'm saying, like with Benny the Butcher, like nobody would expect him to, well, I would, because, you know what I'm saying, that's his type of, you know what I'm saying, rap, but
Griselda, you know, the whole Griselda crew.
Yeah, but like, you know what I'm saying, just being able to hear him, you know what I'm saying, rap with those guys and, you know what I'm saying, go toe to toe with those guys, and then him being back on the track with, you know what I'm saying, him, Hov, and Nas, like, man, it's just, that's a beautiful project, man. Swish should be very, very proud of what he did. As far as all that went, I'm glad that, you know what I'm saying, he decided to put that out. They saying that all the proceeds from the album go to the family, so you know what I'm saying, I definitely gotta purchase that. I streamed it, so I'm definitely gonna purchase it though. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's the case, you know, I gotta make sure, you know, you support the greats, and he was definitely one of the greats.
Oh, for sure, man. And I gotta give a shout out to Swiss as well, because he was on Ebro in the Morning. Okay. And Rosenberg asked him, like, we know that X was heavily involved. He was like, so was it all the way done? Or was it a couple of decisions that you had to make? He said, was it one decision that you had to make or whatever? And he was like, he ended up having to make 4.
Mm-hmm.
The X ended up passing away. One of them was the album cover.
Okay.
So I think he made a good choice there. Mm-hmm. He actually named the album. He said that he said that X told him that eventually he wanted to have an album and call it Exodus. Exodus. And
the Exorcist album from DMX would have been crazy. That would have been crazy.
That would have been dope. And but he said that the last thing that they talked about was It's Dark and Hell is Hot too.
Mm-hmm.
But X ended up passing, so he ended up having to make the decision on that. The other decision he said he made was he switched out Pop Smoke with Moneybagg Yo because he said the Pop Smoke record, it was an old verse from Pop Smoke. Like, well, it was a verse that was already out. Like, so he was just like, he just felt that I forgot what his answer was, but he just replaced
that would have been
Moneybagg Yo.
Bro, him and Pop Smoke would have been crazy.
Yeah, because I think they styles interchange with each other.
Yeah, so, and then you know what I'm saying, both of them being from New York, the new New York, and then you know what I'm saying, the old school New York, and them being able to come together and make that shit would have, man, you talking about a crazy New York record, that motherfucker would have rang off.
Yeah, it would have, man. So I just wanted to mention it, like, you know, we talked about X on here. We actually talked about X twice because we did a pod, you know what I'm saying, on 28 Minutes or Less, and we talked about his movie stuff on this platform. But you know, I was just excited to hear it, man. And I just wanted to mention it and definitely give shout out to Swiss, because how much Swiss is, you know, looking out for the family. He also looking at. He said he haven't figured out if it's gonna be like a series type of thing or a movie, but like he's working on an X project.
Okay.
He said he's just trying to get everything all lined up, and all of that is gonna go towards, you know, his family, his kids, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But he told a story about when X dared him to steal a boombox off a bus.
Yeah.
And he said he ended up using that boombox to make a lot of music.
Yep.
So
that's crazy.
So yeah, that was dope. He was just saying that he got mad X stories, man. So it'd be dope when that come out, because like that'll be like, if it's like a movie, dude, like I can't imagine watching like the actor that's playing him like as a kid. If they go back, they would have to go back that far.
Yeah.
And to show him being locked up at 7 and you know what I'm saying, and being homeless, living out on the streets. It's just like, oh man, it'd be crazy. But I just had to mention, man, I was excited about that. And man, what did I tell you? I just finally saw your tweet.
Oh no, you beat me too. I'm glad you transitioned into this. I was about to tell you, sir, you have the crown. Man, listen to me, man. This motherfucking show here, for the people that don't know what we're talking about, man, we're talking about Mayor of Easttown. It's on HBO Max. Or if you got HBO, I'm sure you can watch it on HBO too if you got cable still. Man, this show is wild. Do you hear me? This is some of the best writing I've seen in a TV show in a long time. This show is amazing, bro. Kate Winslet is killing this shit right now.
Yes.
Like, first off, and I ain't got to say with spoiler. We already it's in the fucking intro. Listen, the fact that the fucking what's dude's name with the brother? Not Billy.
I know who you're talking about.
What's
the dude.
Frank.
The dude that got kicked out because he cheating on his wife.
Yeah, Frank. Listen, he did it, bro. He had to, bro. He did it, and that's his baby.
Man, listen. His brother. Now you are talking about the brother. You're not talking about the one that cheated on his wife that got kicked out. You talking about his brother, right?
I'm talking about the one that got kicked out and cheating on his wife. I ain't talking about Billy. Billy is the one that he came home with the bloody clothes or whatever. That's Billy. Frank is the one that did the shit. Billy helped him throw the body down there, right? That's why he came home with the bloody clothes. And then Frank was the one that did all the shit. He the one that bought that necklace. He did all that shit, bro. I'm telling you, it's fucking Frank. I know it is. That's his motherfucking baby. He killed that goddamn girl. And then dude, he got something to do with dude that had them trapped in the closet. Fucking R. Kelly. Had them trapped in the attic too, bro. I promise you. She about to break all this shit. I guarantee you it's Frank.
Man, I told my old lady, like, maybe like back in like episode like 3, I said, yo, I got a funny feeling about that dude, man. I said, it's something about him. I said, because with her being that close to that old girl, because like they tell each other everything. And I was like, it's just something about that dude, man. Yeah. I was like, because it's not like an obvious thing, because like in these type of shows, man, you have to think like, it can't be the obvious pick. That's just like when Mayor ex-husband had to do, like, you know, take their DNA. It was like, that's too easy. It's like, it can't be him. Like, that's way too easy. Yeah. And so, you know, you have to think outside the box. And I'm thinking outside the box. I said, yo, it's something funny about that guy, man. I knew it was something funny about that dude. And it's like, now he see that his brother's about to crack, and now he want to kill his man. Look, I'm down with what you said. You know what I'm saying? Because we could really get deep into this shit. Because like, I just saw the tweet though, like because you know I don't be on Twitter like that, but yeah, I just saw the tweet and I'm down for that. But that'll be a great damn bonus episode, because
man,
that show,
we got to do that once this season finale hit, bro. We have to, because listen, this show is way too good not to get its recognition. Yeah, I mean that shit.
Yeah, man. I told you, man. Like sometimes, man, I be having
on the head.
I be having a little eye on shit, man. Because like I remember, like when I first watched the trailer, I was like, "Yo, this show looks like it has the potential to be great."
Yeah.
And man, like
see,
you know,
it's always the ones that kind of start off a little bit slow. It give you something, but it start off a little bit slow, and that's one of the ones.
Yes, sir. Because it did. It started out slow, but then like once you got like to the let me see, because I think it's like 54 minutes an episode or something like that. And like once it got to like that 37-minute mark,
it get
like,
good.
Oh shit. Like,
good.
Here we go. Like, here we go. Yep, that's exactly what it did. And ever since then, after it hit by that 37-minute mark, it's been all good throughout.
Right.
Like
all right, man. So I've been thinking about this, man, and I wanted to hit you, you know what I'm saying, right over the head with on the pod, live and direct. I wanted to start a new segment, right? And this is only I feel like this should be only for the Friday shows, because I feel like if we do this every episode, then it'll burn out too fast. And I know for a fact we won't be able to do it. But I feel like we can either do this every Friday or maybe every other Friday. That we can discuss off air. But I wanted to start a what we're watching now segment. You know what I'm saying? Like something that it don't matter what it is, whether it be a TV show, a movie, something recent, you know what I'm saying, that we watching that's, you know what I'm saying, fairly new. It don't have to necessarily be new. Maybe something we just got caught up on or something, just to give the listeners something to go check out, you know what I'm saying, if they haven't seen it, or maybe they have, you know what I'm saying, something for them to interact with us with. So what have you been, or how can I put it? We'll come up with a title later. But what have you been watching? You know what I'm saying? Whether it be TV or movie, just give us one show or movie or whatever, and then we work on it from there.
Boy, you hit me at the perfect time, because I got
cool.
I got one already. Listen, people. City on the Hill. You know what I'm saying? It's a Showtime show. It got Kevin Bacon. What's my man name? I can't never say his name. Adderus. Oh man, Hodge. You know my man.
Hodge. Aldis Hodge. Aldis Hodge. Okay. Yeah.
Man, listen,
from Burn Notice. Not Burn Notice. Goddamn.
Burn Notice.
What's the fucking show?
He was on Leverage.
Leverage. That's the show. That was a great show too. But yeah, okay.
I like Leverage.
City on the Hill.
City on the Hill, man.
Okay.
Kevin Bacon is I guess you could call him a dirty, semi-racist FBI agent back in the 80s. It's actually
Not
based
Kevin
on
Bacon.
yeah. it's actually like some truth to it. You know what I'm saying? Like they talk about Whitey Bulger. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. So like it's shit that really happened like in Boston. And Aldous, you said Aldous, right?
Yeah, Aldous Hodge.
Aldous Hodge, he's a DA.
Okay.
Like one of the only black ones. And it's like so they're like the first season because there's a layover because like in the first season there was these dudes like that's in the little mafia thing, they selling drugs and stuff, and some people got locked up, and now like the wife is like back, like she got left behind, but like they seized her house, they seized like a whole bunch of shit, so she has to like start over. And then like the dude's brother, he didn't get anything because if I remember correctly, his brother was a snitch, so he didn't get locked up with his older brother or whatnot. But there's a lot of other little side stories that's going on, and like man, it's really a good show.
Okay.
If you like those, I mean, it's not a detective show, but it's dealing with the FBI, dealing with the regular police, with the Boston PD, DEA, and then one crazy part. I tell you one crazy part that I thought was funny. So there's this new black lady in the second season, and she's like everybody know her in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know her in the neighborhood, and so she, like for instance, there was one scene where she's walking outside and like there's all these little gangsters outside and like they had spray painting on the wall. So she told all these kids, look, y'all need to clean up this wall. They're like, who you talking to, old lady? And so she starts, talking to them, you know what I'm saying? Like she their mama. And then she ended up giving them some money to clean the wall. And she said, and buy me this and bring me my change back or whatever, whatnot. So come to find out, like this lady got pulled because there was another scene where she was in the bank and the bank people tried to evict this lady out of her house. And so she goes in and say, yo, you call your manager and tell your manager that I'm pulling my money out my account. And so she tells them which account it was, and then everything flipped the script. So apparently this black lady got pulled. But at the same time, this black lady that's making change in the neighborhood, both of her kids are gang members and they selling drugs. Man, it's dude, it's really a good show, man. So, look, I was ready for this one, but I was ready for this one because like City on the Hill, man. It's like I said this before, man. Showtime is like as much as I love HBO Max. People be sleeping on Showtime, man. Showtime be having some good shows. And another show, well, okay, it's gonna be on doing one show. But yeah, man, City on the Hill.
Yeah.
If y'all get an opportunity, it's already, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's already 8 episodes. So you'll be able to binge it, But last season, I think they had 10, so it's probably only like 2 more episodes. So if y'all get a chance, man, go check out City on the Hill on Showtime.
Cool, man. So for me, mine would be My Octopus Friend on Netflix. If you are into channels like Animal Planet, Discovery, those type of, you know what I'm saying, or I forgot what the other Discovery channel, it's Discovery something. Excuse me. But National Geographic, that's what I'm thinking of. National Geographic, Discovery, Animal Planet, those type of channels, man. It's a documentary on Netflix called My Octopus Friend. It's about this guy. He basically he grew up in some European country or whatever. And as a kid, they had this house that was like literally right on the, you know what I'm saying, Atlantic Ocean. And so as a kid, he would go out swim in the Atlantic Ocean and everything else. and he ended up growing up to become like a photographer and filmmaker. And he ends up, you know what I'm saying, like having this, like, it would be like a writer's block or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying, he has a family and everything else. So he tells his family, yo, I'm going to go back to, you know what I'm saying, the family house that I grew up in, you know what I'm saying, to get my creative juices flowing because I got to come up with something. And this is, he does this right after he's in Africa shooting this film for a friend or with a friend or whatever about these trackers that's in Africa or whatever. So he's, you know what I'm saying, they shooting the film and documentary or whatever. He's learning all these tracking techniques. So he decides to, you know what I'm saying, use everything that he learned from them to go into the ocean and find all these different things. And so he's going into the ocean. He's, you know what I'm saying, trying to go swim and find his creative juices and everything else. And he ends up basically befriending a real live octopus. And when I tell you that this shit is so, bro, it's so weird. Well, I don't want to say weird, but it's like, it's interesting. It's a very, very interesting documentary because you really get to see how amazing octopuses are. Like, these motherfuckers are very, very intelligent creatures. And this is like a very up close and personal view of, you know what I'm saying, the way that they live, the way that they eat, how they defend themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like the tendencies that they have. Like he was showing like this one scene where, you know, octopuses, like they swim with their tentacles, they bring them back and then push them out. But like when they go in to like just move around on the regular, they literally like use two tentacles to walk like feet. The shit is crazy, bro. Like it show you he was getting attacked by a shark or whatever. And like it was showing you how he was defending himself against the shark and shit. It was showing you how, you know what I'm saying, he catch fish. Like he went there during the nighttime and was catching it during the night. Like it's an amazing documentary. And like, you know what I'm saying, you really get to see this dude really become friends with a fucking octopus. And it's like some out of this world type shit. And it's an amazing documentary. So Netflix called My Octopus Friend. Y'all go check that out.
What's up? That was fun. That was fun. Yeah. I'm down. I'm down for this segment, man, because I'm always, you know, looking at something new. Because I mean, there'll be some droughts, but with things opening back up, there's going to be, you know, shows are back recording. I got another show that's kicking back up next month, so I won't speak on it. You know what I'm saying? We'll be able to do that. But I'm very happy to see that. I think they're coming back from the fourth or fifth season. I can't remember which one it is, but I'll definitely be speaking on that when the time comes. Cool, man, it's that time, man. It's that time. Oh man. So last week we did one of your favorite joints.
Yes.
And now this week we doing one of mine. Okay. And this is one of those movies, man. It's I can watch it anytime. Like anytime it's on. I can watch this movie at any time, any point of the movie. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna delay it. I'm gonna say it like he said. Well, the movie's called Constantine, but he say John Constantine, asshole. That's my shit. I got like what he said. That's what he tell him when he send him back to hell, man. Yeah. So man, this is one of my favorite joints, man. We did a appreciation episode on Keanu Reeves. This is why when we did the list, I said I can't speak on this movie because, you know what I'm saying? I said because of other obligations, and this is why, because we had this on the list. And man, I love this movie, man. I ain't even gonna lie.
This movie is fire, bro. Once again, what a lot of people don't know, we said it. We said it in the coming soon section that we usually do at the end of last episode. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is really a DC Comics movie. And a lot of people don't realize that John Constantine is a DC comic character. So this is another one of, you know what I'm saying, these great comic book movies that came out and this is before the, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is before the big DC, I think they call it the DCEU and MCU. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is basically, this is along the lines of like Blade, Hulk, the Dark Knight Rises, you know what I'm saying? Like, along the lines of those, like the Superman movies and stuff like that. But this is one of those ones where it's, to me, I put this in the column with Spawn. You know what I'm saying? Like, Spawn is also a comic book movie, but he's one of those characters that, unless you are into comic books and like those type of cartoons and shit like that, you'll never know that Spawn is a comic book character. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll see him on video games or shit like that, but you never know that he has an actual long-standing comic. So this is like one of those, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is, to me, in the same column as Spawn would be.
Dude, that is a great parallel. Mm-hmm. That's great. I love how you set that up. And Spawn is one of those other movies. It's like, I would love for it to be remade or either come out with a second one, because I think that as good as that movie is, when you go back, you see the graphics, and the graphics are kind of terrible for that time. Mm-hmm. But I feel like the movie was so good, and if they came back and like either redid it or just came out with a second one, and it'd be dope to bring Michael Jaleel White back. You know what I'm saying?
I would love for them to redo it. I don't want a second one. Just let them redo it, because if they can redo it, you know what I'm saying, it don't have to be the same storyline or whatever. Me knowing the Spawn comics, it would be great for him to actually have a real fight with the Intimidator, because that's the character that John Leguizamo played, for anybody that didn't know. But that's what the actual demon that he was playing was. So it would be great for him to actually like have him as the boss, or I mean, not the boss. See, this is how you know I played the goddamn video game too. Not the boss, but the actual antagonist of the film. So I think that would be great. Even if they don't use Michael Jai White, I think they could use somebody like I don't know. I want to say maybe not Michael B. Jordan.
It's kind of tough. It's like, who else?
That's
you know what I mean? Because like that's the name that I was thinking.
Well, they could possibly use what's his name? Damon Aegis from Snowfall. You know what I'm saying? He could possibly be one of those guys that could do it.
He seem a little thin though. You know what I mean,
it ain't really too hard to bulk up. You know what I'm saying? I would say Mahershala Ali, but he about to play Blade.
Yeah, he about to play Blade.
He a little bit older. Maybe David Tyree Henry, you know what I'm saying? He getting a lot of those roles right now. He about to be in Eternals for the MCU coming up real soon. So I mean, like, he could probably, if he, you know what I'm saying, can bulk up and get to that, you know, buff guy status, he could probably
Winston Duke, man.
Winston, ooh, that's a good one. That's a real good one. Yeah. Or I mean, shit, if they could find a dude that's in like the UFC or something like that, maybe Israel Adesanya, he would be a good Spawn. He actually knows.
I want an actor though, man. You know what I mean? Like,
I would like one too, but I would also like somebody who actually knows how to fight.
True.
You know what I'm saying? True. And to me, I feel like with the personality that Adesanya has, like he can play that role. You know what I'm saying? Like he has a great personality. I'm not sure if you ever heard him on like Flagrant 2 or any of those pods or whatever that he's done, but like he's one of those guys that like he's into the culture, you know what I'm saying? Like he knows how to do certain, you know, or he knows about certain shit. I'm sure that if, you know what I'm saying, he got hip to Spawn or they gave him some shit about Spawn, he'd learn it and be able to play that role. Plus, like he's already like he has the stature for it. That's what I'm saying. That's the only problem that I could find. Oh no. What's oh my God, what's the dude's name? Okay. He played in the Black Mirror episode with Anthony Mackie. I don't know his name.
Oh, the dude that was his friend.
Yeah, him. He was the he was the bad guy in Aquaman. I forgot what his name. It's the Black something. Black Manta. Black Manta. He was Black Manta in Aquaman, but I think his name is like Al. I don't know, something Mateen or something like
he's
that.
playing in the new Candyman.
Right? Yeah. Him. He could possibly
Yeah.
do it, or Anthony Mackie could possibly do it too. If you know what I'm saying, he ain't too busy being the new Captain America or Falcon or whichever one he chooses to be.
I feel you. But yeah, that was great. Took us on a little tangent there.
Yeah, it did.
But man, look, man, like, and also, man, I can never say her last name. Is it Rachel Wise or Weiss?
Rachel Weisz.
Weiss? Oh my God!
Well, that's how I know it. I don't know if I'm saying it right either, but I just say Rachel Weisz.
Listen, man. You know when you have like these crushes and it's just like,
oh man,
what? I don't know what it is. But
remember when
like,
she was in The Mummy?
Dude, that's the only reason I watch. I watch all three of the mummies, my guy. Because I do not like Brandon Fraser at all.
I don't either.
But man, I watch all those mummy movies all the time.
I remember when she had that see-through black shirt on though.
Hey.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Hey, look, one of my favorite scenes in this movie, boy, when she broke out that tub.
Oh man.
Yeah. I'm sorry, people. I had to mention that. Dude, she's just one of those ones, man. It's like three people who is like, I can't put a finger on it, but it's like, oh my God, but it's just like I don't know what it is, but it's just like they just got something over me. Yeah. But that's not one of the reasons it's one of my favorite movies, man. But like this movie, like for the people, basically John Constantine is he was born with a gift. Yeah. He's able to, see the dead, and like when he explained it to hold on, Isabel is her sister. When he explained it to Angela, who was a detective, that his parents made it worse. Started running all these tests on him and all this type stuff, and he flatlined. Well, actually, he flatlined because he killed himself. And with the religion that he believes in, he went to hell.
Yeah.
But he was able to come back, and he's basically, in a way, trying to buy himself into heaven.
Right.
So he's sending a lot of demons back down to hell. So it's like, would you want to go? This is basically, if he went to hell, it'll basically be a situation where the CO committing the crime, and like let's say there was this one CO who he gave everybody a hard time. He beat everybody up, all this shit. So just imagine this one CO to just beating everybody ass, and then all of a sudden he get locked up with the same inmates.
Yeah,
that's what John Constantine would be if he dies and go to hell, because he sent all those dudes down there. So nobody fucked with him. And Angela's whole thing is how they ended up coming together is because she's a twin. Her sister Isabel, she had those visions as well.
And she killed herself.
And she killed herself while she was in a mental institution. And before she killed herself, she said Constantine. And so that brought them together, and then they started working together, because then the people start coming after her because she used to see the same shit her sister used to see, but she stopped believing and all this type stuff. So basically, I mean, in a nutshell, that's kind of what this movie is about. A whole bunch of other side stories in it, in between. But oh man, I'm excited for this. What you got?
Man, first off, me being somebody who has been exposed to multiple religions, and me having had been a Christian myself, this movie was very, very interesting. So this movie came out in 2005. This is around the time I had just graduated high school. You know what I'm saying? Like I was, you know what I'm saying? I've always been, I don't want to say knowledgeable, but I've always been aware of religion and everything else. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to say probably around like maybe 7th or 8th grade, I stopped calling myself a Christian, right? And for me, when I finally seen this movie, it was one of those things to where it was like, oh man, this is dope because this is a different take on the Christian religion, because they're actually going to find the spear of destiny. And for anybody that don't know what the spear of destiny is, the spear of destiny is a piece of it's supposed to be the tip of the spear that, well, I don't want to offend nobody, but it's the tip of the spear that killed Jesus. They basically saying that when Jesus was on the cross, they stabbed him in the rib with the spear, with a spear, and the tip of that spear is basically what they're looking for in this movie. And so, you know what I'm saying, you got the devil looking for the spear. You got the archangel. Is it archangel? Archangel or archangel? Angel. Damn, I can't speak. I know it's ARCH, but I don't know if they saying arc or arch.
I'm not sure.
Well, okay, I'm gonna go with archangel. So if I'm wrong, y'all hit me up and let me know. Correct me, please, because I don't want to keep going around saying this shit and it ain't right. But basically, the archangel Gabriel is also in this movie as well. And if anybody knows who Gabriel is basically the angel that was sent down from heaven to basically kill off all the humans. And I believe it was Michael that was the one that stopped them or something like that. I ain't read the Bible in a long time, so forgive me if I'm saying that wrong too. But anyway, it's basically this he described it the devil described it as like a game between him and God. When at the end of the movie, he was describing it as a game between him and God to see if Constantine would, you know what I'm saying, would win or lose, or do the right thing or not do the right thing. And that's basically what was going on. So you got an amazing cast, first off. Let's go ahead and go there. You got Keanu Reeves, Rachel Weisz, Damon Hensel, you got Shia LaBeouf, you got Tilda Swinton, you got Peter Stormare, and with a special appearance by Laz Alonso. So this is a very, very great cast. It was nominated by the MTV Movie Awards and Teen Choice Awards, and it was rated a 7 out of 10. So this is a very, very good movie. But for me, this was one of those, like I said, man, this was one of those things that piqued my interest because it was a very unique play on the religion of Christianity.
And I would say, out of all the movies that I've seen, to me, my vision of what hell would look like is the way it looks in Constantine. I feel like this, I mean, look, none of us know, but this just seems like this would be, to me, this is the greatest depiction of it that I've seen.
Right.
Like, I've always felt that it would be that you would be where you are, but you would just, you know what I'm saying? It's like
everything is bad. everything is bad. Yeah, everything is bad.
You know what I'm saying? They're just like, you know, you would still be in Dayton. You all your surroundings, you know where the fuck you at, but it's just
I'm going to work every day with flat tires and shit. Like God damn. Like God damn, what the fuck? Like every morning I wake up, it's a flat tire. Every morning I wake up and I gotta get this shit fixed. I'm late to work. I feel you. It's I agree.
Yeah, I just feel like they got the best vision of what hell would look like.
Yeah.
And then also, man, shout out to Father Hennessy, man. He's the dude, Pruitt, Taylor Vince. Every time I see him, I always think of when he played in Identity. Like that. Okay. Every time I see that dude, I see him as the dude in Identity.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, this is a great cast, man. Shia LaBeouf was young at the time, young at the time, and you know, that's when he, like, even with the small role that he had, he was able to, you know, capture the fans. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even right off the rip, like, because there was one scene where John was called by Father Hennessy, say a girl is being possessed, And I just like how John came in, pulled out those different things, found the one that the demon didn't fuck with, I guess. And then this exorcism was a little different because he said this is the first time he's seen that like one of the soldiers trying to actually climb out of the girl.
Yeah.
So he tell Chaz like move the car. He's like, why? Move the damn car.
Yeah.
So he's being sarcastic and like moved the car back like 2 feet. It was like, oh, you happy? So anyway, he ended up doing the whole mirror thing, through the mirror, not through the mirror, but pulled the mirror out, and after the soldier thing, tried to, bust his way out the mirror. The mirror lands on Chaz's taxi cab and fucking explodes. And he's like, man, why you didn't tell me you was dropping a 2-ton mirror out the window? He said, I told you to move the car. So I thought that shit was funny. But but all the other little stories that's inside of this movie, as far as like the hell and and God, and there's actually being a devil. I mean, not a devil. Well, there is a devil, but actually being the Bible, the Bible from hell. You know what I'm saying? Like because him and Angela was talking, because he took Angela back to her sister's room. And it's like, look, she was your twin. There's got to be something that's here that only you can find. So he kind of, do the little reverse psychology shit, you know what I'm saying? And got her to remember that they used to use like their breath to leave each other's messages on like windows and shit. So they see that I can't remember which passage it was, but she was like, it only goes to like 15. He was like, well, it goes all the way to 21 in the other Bible. Then she was like, hell got a Bible too. So it was dope for them to include that in this movie as well. And I mentioned this before. The dude that plays the Satan, dude, they said
that's Peter Stromer. Stromer.
They say he is ranked the number 1 person to play the Satan. Dude, he murdered that shit, dude.
When I tell you he's a great fucking actor. Remember I told you about the show American Gods on Stars? Yes. He plays I think is it Thor? I think he plays Thor in that show. Dude is an amazing fucking actor, bro. He's from Sweden, but he's a great fucking actor. Man, he murdered the devil, man. Because the thing about like throughout the movie, like there's this little running joke of like the devil would come up, Satan would come up personally to collect John Constantine's soul. And he ended up doing that, towards the end of the movie. But there's like these other different little events that's coming through, because John is like, yo, like something's different about this time, because he was like, there's never been a soldier that tried to come out of a person like it was with that first exorcism. Then he got attacked by the most amount of bugs, snakes, and rats you ever seen. Man, God damn. Hey, that shit was crazy. And so and then what was also dope was when Angela came to see him the first time at his place, and like, so she left disappointed because he didn't really want to help. And then he started seeing all this, he started hearing all these wings. And that's one of my favorite parts of this movie, is when he was talking to her about, her belief and all this type shit. And then he wrapped that thing around his hand and set it on fire and started burning all the the graphics and all that shit. That shit was crazy. That was so dope, man. Now, see, the only thing that I kind of wish that they would have added in was the fact that they never let him use his powers. It's the only thing that they didn't do. So he has, what I'm saying, like in the comics, he has actual powers. Like, for instance, like for DC, he would be like Doctor Strange. You know what I'm saying? He can draw shit in the air, like using like pentagrams and all that kind of shit. And he could draw like protections or like, for those who don't understand what I'm trying to say, basically he would have like what a warlock or a witch would have. He has those type of powers, right? So they never actually gave him the opportunity to show his powers. And that's one of the ways he actually defeats demons. So like what they showed in the movie well they kind of humanized them in the movie more so than, you know what I'm saying, what they had in the actual comics.
Yeah, the only thing that even came close to powers was when he got pissed off when Angela died.
Right.
And he got these 2 tattoos on his arms,
Yeah.
and he put his arms
And
together.
see, that's when his powers actually kicked in and he had to fight Gabriel. Now, what I did like was the fact that they did a twist on the angel Gabriel. They made Gabriel a woman, but they actually had Gabriel being a turncoat in this movie, which I thought at the end, I was like, yo, this shit is nuts, because you never would have expected that. And that was a brilliant twist on the movie.
Yeah, it was dope to do that, and she's actually a good actress, man.
Yes, Tilda Swinton.
Yeah, she's a good actor, man. Every time I see her, like I always think of Benjamin Button, because she was in that joint. But yeah, like this movie, man, it just has like this whole conversation of, you know, Satan and God and hell and heaven and all this type shit. Some people get offended by it. Some people don't like it. Like I always say, like people sent death threats to Ron Howard when the Da Vinci Code first came out. You know, people get really offended.
Another one of my favorite movies. I love the Da Vinci Code. Matter of fact, any one of those books, Inferno, Da Vinci Code, and Angels and Demons, those three, oh my God, bro! I watched all of them joints and read all 3 books. That shit was fire.
I watched them all. Da Vinci Code is my favorite. I like Inferno because it got my girl in it.
Yeah. But Angels and Demons was good too, though.
Yeah, Angels and Demons was good. It was good, but the first Da Vinci Code to me, like that was a masterpiece. I love that movie.
My guy Robert Langdon was out here, you know what I'm saying, putting in work.
Oh yeah, man, and then that should be having you thinking like
Da Vinci Code definitely did.
Oh yeah, like I'm about to go. We about to.
I know, yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
It's about to be another goddamn bonus episode.
I'm just about to say that we got to do Da Vinci Code.
Oh yeah, definitely. But you know, to get back to Constantine, man, like this movie is so underrated, man, and I don't know why there now. When we did Keanu Reeves, the only thing that I saw that was, because you know they'll tell you like, you know, stuff that's like in pre-production and shit like that.
Right.
The only thing that I saw, they said that there was a John Wick 4 that's supposed to be coming, but it didn't say anything about Constantine. This is one of those.
What's a Matrix 4 too?
Yeah, a Matrix 4 too.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, it just sucks that there wasn't nothing about John Wick Chapter 5. Well, no, they got that down, but it's not anything about Constantine.
No. John Wick is 5?
Well, 4 is
the next
rumor.
One.
Yeah, it's rumor, and it says John Wick.
That shit is happening.
5, it's definitely
5 might be rumored.
Yeah, it's definitely happening. Yeah, it's definitely gonna happen.
Because they were saying that it's supposed to be at either the end of this year or next year that they come out, and they both supposed to come out around the same time.
True. Now that'd be dope. I'm not mad at it, but I still wish there was a Constantine too.
We can still get it because, you know what I'm saying, with the new DC movie shit that's going on right now, it's a lot of shit that they can get into. So like they can with the Injustice storyline that they're going off of with this new Batman and Superman shit, the Zack Snyder cut and all that shit. So they supposedly are supposed to be going into the Injustice storyline. So if they do that, then it's a lot of other shit that they can get into. Constantine is one of them where he actually works with the Justice League. They can go Justice League Dark, which is one of the comics, and they did an animated movie about it. Or they could just create a whole nother Constantine movie, which I think if they do that, that would be dope too. because it's a lot of different shit that they would, you know what I'm saying, can connect and bring in and everything else. But for me, one of the dopest parts about this was they had my guy Papa Midnight in it.
You took it right in my mouth. I'm about to say, man, we got to talk about Midnight.
Man, listen. Now, for those who aren't hip to the comics, right? Papa Midnight is a villain. He's one of the bad guys. And this is when him and Shia LaBeouf go into like the little club or whatever, and they go meet him. But Papa Midnight is basically supposed to be an African god. Mm-hmm. But seeing how he was worshipped and everything else, in this movie, he's supposed to be deemed a villain because, you know, of course, in Christianity, is only supposed to be one God. So he's supposed to be like the god of voodoo, hoodoo, and all that shit, like basically all the shit that the Africans and everything worship. And that's why, you know what I'm saying, he was able to hook them up and give them the access that they needed when they came and talked to him.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, because he was the one that because I thought it was interesting when he first went to see him, mm-hmm. and he was meeting with one of the half-breeds that was the devil.
Yeah.
Because he was talking to, like, John Constantine was talking to him, telling him about, like, this demon tried to, break mm-hmm. his way out of a girl. Like, and I got attacked, in the middle of the street, mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying, by the spirit. It's like, something is weird going on. And so he said, I can't remember if he said something about the chair in that meeting, but he was meeting with the half-breed devil dude. He was like, John, I got a meeting, so he had to leave. And when he came back the second time, you know what I'm saying, that was dope when John had blew the door open and he was about to do his shit, and like John had did the thing. But then he was able to do it anyway. Yeah. And then he put them fingers in his ribs and said, "You do this in my house."
Man, what? Listen, that shit was dope. Man, that motherfucker was about to turn up. You hear me? Like, first off, this is somebody who needs their flowers. Demon Hunsu has had so many movies and roles and features and all this other shit that he's done. This dude was in the MCU. He was in Guardians of the Galaxy. Man, he's really been in damn near.
That's so underrated.
Him and Leo was killing it in that movie. Man, listen, this dude has been in damn near everything. He was in How Stella. No, was he in that one? Stella. How Stella Got Her Groove Back. What movie was that? Oh my God!
I don't remember him, man. I know he's in one of the Fast movies. I think it was. I remember him.
All I remember, he was in the movie with Loretta Devine, and I think like they was like love interest or something like that. Maybe it wasn't Loretta Devine, but it was one of them black mama ladies who always played a black mama. But it may have even been a Madea movie. I don't remember, but I know that this dude is. Excuse me. He's one of the best. He's one of the best actors that you know what I'm saying have done it, from TV shows to, you know what I'm saying, movies, man. Like he was in the Black Panther cartoon series. He was in the new Amazon series Invincible. He was one of the voice actors for that. Marvel. Yep. He was in Aquaman. He was in the show Alias. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the biggest shows.
He was in
Amistad.
Yeah, Amistad. Yep.
Yeah, man.
He was in the Vanagon tapes.
Yeah,
I had seen that.
Never. I think you talking never about Back Down.
Dude, are you talking about?
I'm sorry. Also, just like in the last episode, he was in Gladiator.
Yes. Dude, are you talking about Baggage Claim?
I don't know. It's not back. Oh, Beauty Shop. I'm thinking of Beauty Shop. He was in that too, but I'm thinking of Beauty Shop. He was in The Legend of Tarzan, man. He was in King Arthur.
Man, Biker Boys. How can I forget about Biker Boys?
Yeah, listen, dude is gonna be in the new Black Adam movie, bro. He gonna be in the new Kingsman movie. He was in Charlie's Angels. God damn, he was in Push. I forgot he was in Push.
Oh, damn, right. I forgot about Push too.
He was in Stargate. You know what I'm saying? He did the voiceover for How to Train Your Dragon. He was in one of the Tomb Raider movies. Dude has really, he was in Ill-Gotten Gains. That's one of the movies that I fuck with too. It's one of those that a lot of people ain't really checked out, but Ill-Gotten Gains was dope. But he's really done a lot of great work. You know what I'm saying, for his to have a career that he's had, and he's had like some off screen, you know what I'm saying, stuff that he's done as well, like as far as video games and everything else. Like he's one of those guys that if you can get him, you are definitely going to get every penny worth.
Yes, most definitely, man. And it was dope because I also like that scene when he finally got to put him in the chair. He did mention the chair in that first meeting, but he said, you know, he didn't feel like doing it. But like he put him in the chair, and he was like, he gave him some look and was like a little bit of flavor. I thought that shit was so dope.
Yeah.
And so then what the chair did, what the chair like gave John Constantine the opportunity to see what was going on.
Yeah.
And it was so dope because what was dope about it was two different scenes that they did in this movie that was dope. I don't know if anybody caught it, but when he put him in a chair and he went back, there is a dude that the movie started out in Mexico. This dude was just walking around, foot fell into this thing, and he found that
the spirit
sword, the spirit. So the dude, I'm guessing the spirit's telling him to go to where Mahmoud wanted him to go or whatever. So there's different other things like he's walking, shit, I can't even say he got hit by a car. The car got hit by him.
Yeah. Yeah. He tore that fucking car up.
That shit was crazy.
But that was the spear, man.
That was the spear, and the spear, like he was walking through a field of cows. All the cattle just started falling. But anyway, so like while this dude is making his way to where they are, the chair gave John the opportunity to go see everything that was going on.
Yeah.
And the dude kept looking around. You know what I'm saying? But nobody was there. But when he was in the chair the whole time, it was Constantine.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That he could see, then he put it, he started choking him out. He told Midnight to pull him out. And another thing that was dope was when he went over to Angela's house, and because she said that she wants to know if her sister is really in hell.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, there's one way to find out. And so he got in the chair, put his feet in the water, got a cat.
Man, that shit was crazy.
So he's looking, and that's another thing about cats. I'm telling you, I can't. Ever since I seen that scene, I don't look cats in the eyes. You know what I'm saying? Because this dude was just looking at the cat in his eyes, and then looking at the cat in the eyes took him to hell. So, so this motherfucker goes to hell, and he sees Isabel, and Isabel looks back at him and says, Constantine, and she let that thing go. And he had to catch the thing, and then he brought that back to show her, like, yes, your sister is definitely in hell. She definitely killed herself. So I thought that was two great scenes that they end up pulling from two different places and bringing it back, full circle. But like this movie, man, like, talking about the half-breed, because we always got these theories of, now there's this whole thing going on right now about something that's going under the radar that a lot of people are not talking about is the government is telling us like, yo, they're aliens. You know what I'm saying? Like we got video, we got pictures of unidentified flying objects. We can't explain the speed. We can't explain this. No. And so all these movies that's came out over the years, some people believe somewhat of the Men in Black theory that there are people like aliens are wearing people's skin type of shit. I bring that up because in this movie, they have half-breeds. Like some people that are part angel and some people that are like, part demon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I thought that was dope because it's like, I'm trying to think of how to ask you. I'm just going to ask it flat out. Do you think that is a thing of like there being like half-breeds just among us right now?
Okay. So my initial answer is no. only because I don't necessarily believe in Christianity.
Mm-hmm.
But what I do believe is that since there is a duality in life, right? You have, saying good and bad or positive, negative, left, right, up, down, everything else. There are people who possess a certain balance of life. And I think that's what those half breeds represented. I think they represented balance. You know what I'm saying? Like they had the capability of being good, but they also had the capability of being bad. You know what I'm saying? They were basically birthed of heaven and hell. And I feel like a lot of people, well, I feel like all people really are that, right? Like we all are half breeds. You know what I'm saying? We all have that balance. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people say that, you know what I'm saying, this they use this term hell on earth, right? And then like if you ever read the Bible tells you that the devil walks the earth, right? The devil or earth is, they say like the devil walks the earth, but they also say something like earth is the kingdom of Satan or some shit like that. I like I said,
Is it the
I ain't
devil's
read the
playground?
so yeah, basically in that sense, to where basically I've always felt like when you're on earth, right, you're in hell. And when and this is me at a younger age. I no longer feel that way now, but I always felt like you were in hell to begin with. And then, you know what I'm saying, with the whole Adam and Eve story, we all born in the sin. So if you're born in the sin, then you would have to be born in hell. So, you know what I'm saying, you walking around doing everything else. And basically when you're born, you're trying to prove yourself to be worthy to enter heaven. You know what I mean? Like if that makes sense. And
Yeah.
that's just how I feel. But I feel like we all are a part of that. We all have a good and bad spirit. We all have a positive and negative energy. Now I don't feel that way because I have a different understanding. But at that time, that was kind of my mindset.
I feel you. So like one of the last things I wanted to mention was John was a heavy smoker. Like just
Mm-hmm.
about every damn scene, this motherfucker smoking
Oh
a
yeah, he was
cigarette.
like, I mean, listen, if you was fighting demons all day, bro, you'd go through a pack of Marlboros too.
Yeah. Like so he is like definitely smoking and he's had cancer before, a
Mm-hmm.
lung cancer before, and his doctor was able to get rid of it. But
Mm-hmm.
this time it came back more aggressive and she's like, John, you need to start preparing because, you know, I don't think there's anything we could do this time. So
But
John know
he
like
knew better though.
yeah, he knew and
He knew way better.
he lit up right after she told him. And
Yeah,
she was
like
like, well
come on
she was
now.
like, well that's a smart
Yeah,
idea.
he like I'm not
So
dying no time soon.
yeah, so John is I bring up the heavy smoking part because throughout the movie he's coughing up blood and all this little
Mm-hmm.
stuff. And so at the end of the movie when Satan came down to collect his soul, he the reason he did that was because he cut his wrist
Mm-hmm.
so he could bleed out so he would kill himself. And his whole reasoning of doing that was for the devil to come down to make a deal with him. Like
Yeah.
you could take me, but you know what I'm saying, let Angela go and handle your son, all this other shit like that, because his son
Mm-hmm.
had gotten everything that he needed to come to Earth.
Right.
Because he needed like the half breed angel person, which was Gabriel.
Mm-hmm.
Have the spear, boom, he's here.
Well,
So
okay. Hey, Gabriel wasn't a real half breed though. Gabriel was an actual angel who was eventually casted out.
gotcha. Yes.
So that's why like in the one scene where she was doing everything and then she ended up losing her wings
Yeah.
because she was about to switch over and you know what I'm saying, go to the other side.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so John cut his wrist so the devil can come down, so he can make a deal with Satan. And so he ended up making the sacrifice. And so so the devil stops, the whole other thing. And so then he goes to take John after some great acting. Like, I mean, and then I thought it was so, dude, just for somebody to think of this.
Mm-hmm.
See, like I say, you know, sometimes it'd be small shit to get me. Before the devil came down, you just start seeing this black tar
Mm-hmm.
hitting the ground. And so the devil has on this white suit with no shoes, with black tar all over his feet.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, yo, where did y'all get this from? Like,
okay, now this is the genius. This is the genius of this movie. Now, if anybody knows anything about Satan, once again, if this is your religion, you know that Satan was Lucifer. Lucifer was also an angel. Lucifer was or they call him the fallen angel because he decided to basically go against God, and that's how he becomes the devil. So the white suit is depicting his purity as an angel. The black tar is him coming from hell as the devil. That's why I said this movie is fucking amazing, bro.
It is so dope. So I bring up all of the cancer shit because after John makes the sacrifice, God notices his sacrifice. It's like, yo, you bought your way into heaven.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's on his way up, and it's so funny. He's giving the devil the middle finger. He's giving the devil the middle finger while he's going up to heaven. And then devil's like, nah, my G, you ain't dying yet.
Nah, he don't get this W. Yeah, dude, he don't get this W.
This motherfucker stick his hands in his damn lungs and pull all of the cancer out. It's like, you ain't going nowhere, my guy.
Hey man, listen, this movie was dope as fuck, bro. Just the fact that you find out that this whole time the real battle in this movie was between the God and the devil over Constantine was crazy.
Crazy, dude. Like it's so good, man.
Yeah.
And it's just one of the, like, Keanu Reeves, man. Like, and that's why I say, like, the reason I would want a Constantine 2 is because I feel that Keanu Reeves just seems like a person that would be definitely down to do another one of these. I think that Constantine is just one of those movies that was, I mean, it's slept on. And what I wanted to say, but it's like, I remember seeing, and I asked you this question, then we'll get into Fire Flames. I remember seeing some, it's like one of those fun fact type of things. And it said, Blade made this, such and such in box office, and this was like the kickoff for Marvel to start all of these, the whole MCU, for it to go in the direction that it went, as far as, you know, the whole 10 years of the MCU, start from Iron Man to Endgame. But do you think that Constantine could have been like that kickoff, like Blade was for DC?
Not necessarily.
Because it was 2005.
Yeah, not necessarily. Only reason I say that is because Constantine is, for that to be the kickoff, is way too controversial. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta remember, like, this is supposed to be a Christian nation, so the Christians weren't gonna have that shit.
And that's another reason why I think that this movie isn't as popular as, because the thing is, when you take all of that shit out, like beliefs and all of that type shit, like, this movie is so fucking dope,
it's a great fucking movie. I mean, even with it in it, but still, I see what you're saying.
None
you
of the shit bothers.
You take it out, it's really a great fucking movie.
Honestly, it really is, man. And you know, something else that it kind of reminds me of, when we can get into Fire Flames, Max Payne.
Yeah,
but I felt like they messed up a better version, because they screwed up Max Payne. They fucked that movie over, dude. Like, they ruined it. They ruined it big time. But it just gives me Max Payne vibes.
Mm-hmm. I agree, man. I agree. So fire flame time?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yoga fire. Yoga flame.
All right, man. So it's that time, you know what I'm saying? Y'all already know what it is. Fire flame time. Y'all also can hit us up with the Fire Flames View a 9 Pie on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Let us know how many Fire Flames you give this. It's of course 5 Fire Flames for any new listeners. So seeing how this is your favorite movie, you know what I'm saying? This is your joint. You know what I'm saying? You take the reins, my guy.
5.
Wow.
Listen, man.
Wow.
Man, I'm giving this movie, man, 5 Fire Flames.
That's the fastest you've ever rated anything on this podcast. I just want to say that off the rip. Listen, you didn't even flinch.
But I ain't flinched, but like, dude, this one, and see, I like the controversy in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's why it's gonna be so dope. Look, y'all just got one of the crazy like pre-production type thing that we do because we done sat here and said, yo, now we doing the Da Vinci Code.
Yes.
I love this type shit, dude.
Man, Da Vinci Code is my shit.
Man, to the rebellion shit, I love this shit.
Yeah.
But man, Keanu Reeves, he killed it. I don't think nobody else can be John Constantine the way that he is because he got this mystique about him. Rachel whatever her name is, Weisz, the beauty queen. I love her. I can look at her all day.
Amen.
And
Amen. No pun intended.
Oh man, you so damn stupid. Shia LaBeouf, man, like he killed it. Actually, man, this was like really like one of the first things he did when he left Nickelodeon.
And this was like right when he was getting on that run. Like I think it was another movie, and then it was like Transformers in 2007, I believe.
And then that's when it hit. But then like he did Disturbia. That's another movie.
Oh my God, Disturbia is that shit. But he was the fucking man between like 2006 to like 2010.
Yeah,
man,
he had a mean run.
Yeah.
But he did a great job.
Yeah.
Like it's just to me like the way it was shot. Like I said, I felt like the way that they vision of what hell would be. That's like the same vision that I had. Because like it also something else for the people, because like I just try to let people in my head a little bit, like you know, like the Sixth Sense, like the people were dead but didn't know they was dead, they still was in the same place,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And it's like it kind of give me that vibe of like them being, because I just got this vision of like you just basically died, and it's like, but if you believe in hell and heaven and all that type of shit, that you're just gonna basically be in the same place. So I thought that was dope. The storyline was dope. The DC part of it, you know, I didn't know, you know, when I first seen it and all that type of shit. You put me on to that. But yes, man, five flame, man. I fucking love this movie, man. This is one of the movies that would definitely be like in my top 10 of movies.
Okay, then. In the words of the GOAT, Michael Jackson, I'm sorry, the GOAT of music, Michael Jackson. You are not alone. I am here with you, brother. 5 fucking fire flames. Do you hear me? 5 fucking fire flames, bro. Listen, this movie pushed the fucking needle. When this shit came out, like I said, this was right when I graduated high school. I remember, man, like we used to be up, you know what I'm saying, at 2-3 in the morning talking about shit like this. So when this movie came out, this was one of those things where I was like, oh yeah, I'm into this shit. So like this, for me, as somebody who was a person who went on that journey to kind of, you know what I'm saying, find themselves and see what religion was right for me and blah, 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 all that cliche shit. Like this was one of those movies to where I looked at and I was like, damn, like this movie is fucking crazy. This movie is the shit. And you know what I'm saying? Like for them to be able to play with that concept of the devil and God. You know what I'm saying? And this time we're not talking about Jesus, but we're talking about the son of the devil this time. And you know what I'm saying? The spirit, destiny. And it's just like, this is one of those things to where none of this shit is based on fact, but the fact that they're using these names and characters from the Bible and religion and everything else, and the fact that they made such a great movie out of it, and they didn't get any pushback from it because it was such a good movie. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but also I think it was 2005. We don't have, like, if John Constantine came out in 2000,
don't forget, The Passion of Christ came out and they killed that shit.
True.
So don't forget that. Yeah, don't forget. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like the fact that Keanu Reeves did such a great job, Shia LaBeouf did such a great job, Rachel Weisz, you know what I'm saying? Demon Henshu, Tilda Swinton, man, for her to play the angel Gabriel. And this is the first time we see the angel Gabriel as a woman and not a man.
Dressed like a man, though.
Yes, very androgynous. Very androgynous, but you still know that it's a woman because remember when she had the suspenders. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? She was, you know what I'm saying, A cupped up, but you know what I'm saying, you knew she was a woman. But just the fact that they had the angel Gabriel as a woman in this movie, you know what I'm saying? Like even Constantine doing the exorcism shit, like this shit touched on so many aspects of Christianity without getting any pushback. I looked at it like, yo, this has to be one of those movies that people fuck with, and one of those movies that even though they kind of pushed the envelope, you know what I'm saying, it was good, so they really didn't bitch about it. And I feel like, you know, with that said, man, hey, I give them 5 of them joints.
Yes, sir, man. You are not alone. That was great.
Yeah, thank you.
That was great.
Thank you.
Let's see if you like this one, man. Let's see if you like this one. So coming soon for the people, man.
Yeah.
This next podcast is gonna be so cold. If you listen to it outside, you're gonna freeze to death. Right? so that's what this next one is gonna do for you, man. This is one of those other ones, man. Like I like these type of movies.
Me and you both.
I'm trying to think. Should I say the D word?
What, Doomsday?
It wasn't that one, but you know, it's similar to that too.
Oh, okay.
But I like these type of movies because the thing is, like, you have all these theories, and like especially this movie gives you this theory of something that potentially happened back in the day. Mm-hmm. And like they always say that with. Should I say? Fuck it, because it's a bunch of different ones. With this global warming stuff, people think that, you know, some of this shit could be happening again. So this next one is going to be dope, man. And it also got one of my girls that I ended up falling in love with from a TV.
This nigga love all the actors.
But this is a different one though. This is she played a character in a show that played for a very long time. And it was just like some people felt that, you know what I'm saying, that she was a hoe in the show. But
oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? But I just liked her character. Even though in this, not the movie, but the show that she played in. Should I say it?
Yeah. I mean, if you say the show, they got to do their research. So it ain't that don't mean they're gonna find out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, what if I tell you her, because it was so funny, because when I told you I finished something and I said what their last name was, you was like, really? I tell you her fictional name.
Okay.
She was Fiona Gallagher.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's funny.
So yeah. So she was on that show for a long time. So yeah, man, I'm excited for this one, man.
Well, as shameless as I am, Yes, that's what I do, man. I fire them joints off, man. But nah, as shameless as I am, man. Listen, all I know is this shit was a tidal wave of emotion. See, that one went over your head.
No, yeah. I know. Tidal wave, I got it.
Okay, I'm about to say.
I got it. No, I got it.
All right, I'm just making sure you're on point.
I'm on point. Okay, cool. I got it.
Now this is gonna be a fun movie to do because I got some nitpicking stuff about this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I got some nitpicking stuff about this one. It's a great movie though. Don't get me wrong. Great cast first and foremost. Let's say that. Because, just to imagine some shit like this happening.
Oh man,
I'm telling you right now, if some shit like this happening, I'm dead, bro. I don't have no contingency plan. I'm telling you right now. When I seen this movie, I thought about it. I was like, well, shit, if some shit like this happened, then I'm just gonna take the L. Because the shit that they went through in this movie, I'm not doing none of that shit, bro.
Man, and then it's all about, man. If it's not for, I mean, now don't get me okay. Now we going too far, but yeah, it's
just put it like this. I got an A+ in every science class that I ever had. I don't love science this much. Just know that I'm taking the L. I'm taking a fucking L.
Yeah, the I'm ready to do it, man. I'm ready to do it. But hey, listen, I'm ready to pod today.
I hear you, man. I hear you, bro. I'm ready to pod today, man.
You, bro.
Yeah, I hear you.
Cause I just want to expound on everything. It's like I'm just ready to go, man. But like, nah, we gotta save it for you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, man, listen. This is, you know what I'm saying. I'm finally back in the lab. I'm glad to finally to be back in the lab. It's so much easier to do this without having people yell and cheer and, you know what I'm saying, and scream over little kids who don't do nothing but throw throw non-strikes all day, or balls as you would have it. Listen, I've seen so many kids get walked in the last 4 days, bro. This shit is ridiculous, man. But you know, they still learning and everything, but goddamn, like shit, this shit is tough. To sit and watch little kids try to play pitcher is horrendous. That's something that I don't wish on my worst enemy. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully Tuesday. I'm not gonna make no promises, but I definitely will be podding. So just know that. You guys can catch me on Twitter at Scoots Bronson. You can catch me on Instagram at ScootsBronson_TV. You can also catch me on YouTube, or catch us on YouTube with past episodes at Scoots Bronson TV. Excuse me. Make sure you hit up the IG page, brand new IG page, View Anon Pod. Oh shit, excuse me. Got them Bud Light killing me. View Anon Pod. You can also go to Facebook, join the group, VA Pod Watch Group. Make sure you do those. Those links will be in the description for anybody who wants to join up, anybody who wants to follow. And man, Twitter coming soon. So if you're on Twitter, don't fret. We'll be there in a minute.
Yes, sir. You can catch me on the Stolen Time Pod on Instagram, S.Foster8 on Instagram and Twitter. I'm trying to get more active on Twitter, man. But
it's tough.
Yeah, man, it really is, man. And also, man, you know, it hasn't been done for the past couple of weeks, but you know what I'm saying? Be on the lookout, man. I got an idea. I'm thinking about double featuring it. So be on the lookout for the Stolen Time podcast in the 28 minutes or less. You know, all major platforms. And I mean that's it, man. Also, please go out on YouTube and check out damn it. Oh man. What's the motherfucking
You talking
name?
about
Casey's new joint.
Casey? Is his YouTube Fry Top Rail Miner?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go check that out.
We'll put that I'll make sure I put that in the description too. But it's Fry Top Rail Miner. It's FRYETOP RAILMINER.
Yes, man. Go check him out and support him, man. He put out like an 80-bar rap, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he did it from there was a Red Man contest. He ended up missing the deadline, but he still put it out, man.
Mm-hmm.
Go out and support the dude, cause you know what I'm saying. Hey, I was a little shocked, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no Casey had it in him. I
mean, I was shocked as well, but I was not surprised only because his knowledge of music, and he's one of those guys that he really gets deep into, you know what I'm saying, the histories of the music and the players and the, you know what I'm saying, the pieces of music, and I really respect that. So shout out to Casey, man. Y'all go support our guy Casey for real. Fry Top Rail Miner.
Yep, that's it. But man, that's all I got, man. Until the next time. But hey, this is one of them days, boy. Like, I'm in it, boy. I'm in it.
I feel you, man.
If I didn't promise my little boy, you know what I'm saying, he said, Dad, you know, he said, can we watch a movie?
Oh man,
so I said, I got you. I said, let me get done with this pod, man, and I watch a movie with you, because I'm telling you, boy, I might just cut this one off, boy, and we start doing the 28 minutes or something, boy. I'm in the mood today.
Yeah, I feel you. Man, listen, I feel you I feel you on the kids, man. I finally beat my son in Mortal Kombat. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel good.
Check this out. So guess what he said he want to watch?
What?
I know we still recording, people. He said, Dad, can we watch Friday the 13th?
Oh, nice. Yeah, let's go.
But if I didn't raise a damn horror of a kid, man, I'm telling you, this kid's 11 years old, and he just want to watch horror shit all the time.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So yes, I'm about to be watching one of these Friday the 13th here, man, after this pod, man.
Let him watch the one with Ku Klux Klan Jason.
Hey man, you gotta chill, man.
Shit. That shit is funny, man. But we about to wrap it up, man. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for tuning in. As always, man, we really appreciate the support. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you go follow us on our individual socials. Make sure you go follow the Instagram page as well. And make sure, man, you go hit our guy Casey up on that YouTube. Get those likes up. Make sure you subscribe to his page, man. He does a lot of great work behind the scenes for us. You know what I'm saying? He always shows us support, so it's only right that we do the same for him. And y'all already know, man, like they say in Hollywood, it's a wrap.
Cut.